So you're thinking about buying your kid a rock tumbler? That's awesome. It's one of those rare hobbies that's secretly educational while being genuinely fun. But let's be real. The moment you started looking, it probably got overwhelming really fast. There are a million different models, a bunch of confusing features, and prices all over the map. So, how do you pick one that's actually good for a beginner? And more importantly, how do you avoid buying a super loud, headache-inducing machine that your kid only uses once before it gets banished to the garage? Stick with me, because I'm going to show you exactly how to pick the perfect first rock tumbler and get it right on the first try. Okay, let's be honest. You've seen all the flashy, colorful boxes online, all showing dull, lumpy rocks magically turning into shiny, sparkling gems. But you're skeptical. You've heard horror stories about how noisy these things are. You're wondering if your kid, who has the attention span of a gnat, will actually stick with a hobby that takes weeks. And you definitely don't want to waste your money on a cheap plastic toy that breaks after just one cycle. It's a totally valid concern. The jargon alone is enough to make you quit. Rotary, vibratory, grit, polish. What does it all mean? That's why I'm here. We're going to ignore all the marketing fluff and focus on what actually matters for a kid's first tumbler. By the end, you'll feel totally confident that you can pick a machine that's tough, effective, and fun enough to keep your child hooked. Let's jump into the 5 keys. Miss any one of these, and you'll feel it in your wallet and your ears. I've boiled it down to 5 simple things to look for. Nail these, and you're golden. First, stick with the rotary tumbler. You'll see 2 main types, rotary and vibratory. Rotary tumblers use a barrel that spins, letting the rocks tumble over and over to grind down the sharp edges. Vibratory tumblers just shake everything at a high speed, which polishes rocks, but keeps their original shape. For a beginner, a rotary tumbler is without a doubt the way to go. They're simpler, more forgiving, and they deliver that classic, super smooth, rounded stone kids are so excited to make. Second, get a rubber barrel, period. If you take away only one thing from this video, let it be this. Choose a tumbler with a rubber barrel, not plastic. Why? One word: noise. Rock tumblers run for 24/7 for weeks. A plastic barrel full of rocks sounds like a never-ending rock slide in a trash can. A rubber barrel dramatically cuts that noise down to a manageable hum, making it something you could actually live with in your house, or at least in the basement. Plus, rubber barrels are more durable, and they won't crack like plastic ones. Third, the 1 to 3 pound barrel is the sweet spot. Tumbler sizes are listed by weight, which can be a little bit confusing. But for a first-timer, a capacity between 1 and 3 pounds is perfect. It can handle a good handful of rocks, which is plenty for a kid's collection, and is the most common size, so refill supplies are easy to find. Many of the most popular starter kits, like those from National Geographic, fall in the 1 to 2 pound range. Anything smaller is usually just a toy-grade tumbler, and that pretty much leads to disappointment. Fourth, make your life easy and buy a complete kit. Seriously, for your first time, just get a kit. Brands like National Geographic include everything you need right out of the box. The tumbler itself, a cool variety of rough rocks, all 4 grit and polish packets, and sometimes even jewelry parts to show off those beautiful finished gems. It takes all the guesswork out of it. You can always expand with different rocks and grit later, but a kit is a perfect starting point. Fifth, choose a brand you can trust. It's tempting to grab the cheapest option, but investing in a quality brand saves you a ton of headaches. The market is flooded with toy-grade tumblers with weak motors and flimsy parts. Brands like National Geographic, Lortone, and Thumlers are respected for a reason. They make machines that last. National Geographic tumblers are fantastic entry-level options, affordable and reasonable. Lortone and Thumlers cost more, but they're workhorses that can last for years. And that's it. These are the 5 keys to picking a winner. Follow this guide and you're setting your kid up for an amazing experience. If you're the type who loves extra credit, I've got more detailed guides on polishing and advanced techniques on rock tumbling. Be sure to check those out and get ready to start an awesome new hobby with your family. See, choosing your kid's first rock tumbler isn't so scary after all, is it? Just focus on a Rotary tumbler with a 1 to 3 pound rubber barrel from a reputable brand, ideally in a complete kit, and you can't go wrong. You're not just buying another toy that'll be forgotten in a week. You're kicking off a hands-on science adventure and sparking wonder. Now you've got everything you need to make a great choice and start tumbling.